Hey Rod, is we both agree intermittent fasting we're both big fans of. It's something I've been doing for years, probably 10 plus years now. It's an eating pattern where you cycle between, different periods of eating and not eating. And you don't focus on so much of what you eat is particularly that the eating window is the most important thing. So common method is 16 and 8. That's what I would do. First, start eating at noon up until 8 p.m. and rinse and repeat, so to speak. But what would you like to kick off and share about intermittent fasting?
Well, Chris, that's a great way to introduce yourself to fasting. Like you said, it's the easiest, definitely the easiest way, the less intense on the body, but you do get amazing benefits. It's proven that, when you do at least a window of 12, depending on the person, but 12 to 16 hours fasting, by getting that, all those benefits that you read about. And we talked on the other video a little bit about autophagy, which is the process that you start breaking down the bad cells and the body starts cleaning itself, but there's a lot more than that. You reduce your peak of insulin, of blood sugar level. You get your body digestion much better and faster, much more improved, because like I said on the other video, we're always eating, right? The body never has a break. The break that we do, like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, that's not enough of a break. You do a more prolonged break, like you mentioned, that's when you start feeling the benefits.
Absolutely. The idea is to, give your body that break. So you're not eating all day from sunup to sundown, from time you wake up to time you go to bed, which is obviously going to help with your overall health. And it's any time, any food you eat is it's important, obviously, the quality of your food. So I want to make sure I say that. Even though that window it's is not as focused for intermittent fasting, but intermittent fasting it's not a diet, it's an eating schedule. It's a timed eating schedule.
Exactly, exactly. And you have to remind yourself also, Chris, that when you're doing intermittent fasting and you go back to eating, try not to be so aggressive to your body. Like, don't break your fast with a heavy meal. This might be basic, but a lot of people make this mistake. They will break their fast and they're super hungry, right? They'll break their fast with a big cheeseburger, like four slices of pizza. That's very not only aggressive to your body, but that's going to be counterproductive to the fasting that you did. Like, you need to ease your way into eating again. So when you're going back to eating, you have to remember that your body is going to absorb everything, okay? Because the body is starving. So start with fresh fruit, start with fresh produce, anything that will ease you in to breaking that fast. So that's in my opinion, that's one of the best points that I got years ago when doing fasting.
Absolutely. Some well-known benefits: longevity, reduced inflammation, obviously, brain health, cell repair, better heart health, weight loss, fat burning. The list goes on and on. What else do you want to add to those or touch on with those?
Gut health. People don't realize, how important it is to have your gut healthy, and one of the best ways to do that is to refrain from eating. Basically, you have to have that cleanse period. Some people do fasting with juicing. Juicing is literally you're not eating, you're just drinking a fresh pressed juice during the day. And I've done juicing for like 6 days straight, just juicing, and I did 6 to 8 juices a day, right? So you're not starving because you are getting the nutrients, because I'm talking about beet juice, I'm talking about juices with cayenne pepper, green juice. So you're not starving your body, but you're doing that cleanse where you're not eating meat, you're not eating bread or starch or fats. So that's a great way also to cleanse your body.
Last tips or last advice for anybody that's considering doing intermittent fasting?
Well, I think the tip that I have actually is get started. Like, don't wait to get more information about it. Oh, and I need to study this for like a month. Just try out, get started. Do 1 day or 2 days intermittent fasting, do a more prolonged. I don't know what your eating schedule is, but if you have a break of 4 or 5 hours during each meal, do a little longer and see how your body feels. That's my definitely my first tip.
Yeah, great advice.